Good morning. It is Sunday the 18th of May and we are in Stoke. This is S-T-O-A-K and not Stoke as in Stoke-on-Trent. We've been here, I don't know whether you can hear it, but we're really close to the M56 and the M53. There's been a hum the whole time. Now this isn't anywhere we would normally park, but just over there, about a mile away, is a campsite, and we used to work there and we've still got friends there, so we went to see them yesterday afternoon and we had a lovely afternoon. It was really nice. The weather was beautiful, it was lovely. But today let's bring you with me and I shall show you. Put that there because it's bound to go in the water. So change specs so I can see what I'm doing. This is the book that we use. So we are currently here and we'll be travelling all the way up here to Bridge 145 because there's a supermarket just over here. So we're going to pull up there, go and do a shop, carry on up to the end. There's a water point, fill it with water, and then we'll be going in and mooring in the basin. Now the reason we're mooring in the basin is we have watched a few vlogs in the past and they've had a few issues parking just outside of Ellesmere Port. You speak as you find, I suppose, but if you go in to the basin it's a lot safer. You do pay, it's £12 a night. And we're only going really just to, well, it's silly not to, we've got this far, we may as well go to the end of the canal. And it gives you, your entry gives you the ticket to the museum, but it's not open on a Monday. So whether we go in this afternoon or not, I'm not sure, but then we'll be turning round and heading back. They've very kindly, a friend's going to take some parcels in for us. So we're going to be hanging around. Aintree are coming again, we believe, next week to finish off the snagging that she should have done last week. We've got mum and dad coming to visit the boat. I think they're a bit sick of us trying to get to the Leeds Liverpool and not getting there. So where we were by Chester Zoo is fantastic. There's a lovely parking space right next to the canal and the towpath is superb. My mum can't walk very far and sometimes uses a wheelchair, so it's absolutely perfect. And we're really looking forward to that. Can't wait. Sun's beating down. So what I'm going to do now is we're just going to untie and away we go. I'm not going to film the first bit, but I'll try and get some filming as we're going in to the basin to see what that's like. And I'll pick you up then. And we'll have Duncan. Duncan's not here at the moment because he's making himself pretty. Takes a lot longer these days. So we are on the Shropshire, just coming into Ellesmere Port now. We have tried to get in further back there, down through that bridge there, which is nearer to the shops. There was a load of CRT volunteers with a load of kids teaching them how to fish. So we're trying to pick a spot where we could go in, but we just got grounded. And if you look, the water's about a foot down. Yeah. Half a foot. It's a long way down, isn't it? No, it's more than a foot. Yeah. At least possibly 18 inches. So we just can't get in. So now we're just going to continue on towards the end, fill it with water.
The lad said that, what's his name? Someone had left one of the paddles open on the lock.
Yeah, Doug's just said there, one of the kids said that one of the paddles was open on the locks. Whether that's true or not, we don't know. But we're just going to continue down here for another 20 minutes, half an hour, I think. Get onto the water point, and then that should see us for when we get into Ellesmere Point at 1 o'clock.
What?
Get into Ellesmere Port.
Well, you can't get in before then anyway.
1 o'clock. It is Sunday, but we are booked in, but we can't go in. So we're having to wind and then go back further down, try and find somewhere. We booked into here because we thought it would be safer, but there's been an issue with the water levels. There's somebody's left the paddle open or something, or I don't know, but they're not letting anybody in. But I was speaking to a gentleman, and he's down in the basin, and he had his 2 kids with him, and he woke up at 11:30, and the top of the boat was level with the towpath because there was no water, and so his kids were frightened. It's just, so we are here, but we can't go in. We're going to have to phone up Canal and River Trust tomorrow and see about getting the money back, because obviously we've paid. Not wrong, wherever we seem to go there seems to be issues, isn't there?
Yeah, Jan and Tony, is it?
Yeah.
They think they're bad luck.
Yeah. So there you go, there's the British Canal Museum, what is it called?
Canal and River Trust.
Canal and River Trust Museum.
Yeah.
Ellesmere Port.
So
that's
last
it.
Week,
No, but I think it's that lock down there. The way we can see the boat there. But we're on a time constraint now because the football's on at 4:30, and it is now 1 o'clock. So we have to try and get somewhere decent, where we feel safe and where there's a good signal. Because of the football, eh?
Absolutely. Priorities, right?
Well, that was a bit of a
disappointment.
A disappointment, yes. As I've explained, we went to the Canal and River Trust Museum at Ellesmere Port. We booked in for the one night to be safe, because we have heard stories just outside, and we get there and there's issues with the water and they won't let us down the locks.
Well, we were approaching the lock, so when we were approaching Ellesmere Port, you could see the water was down about 1 foot to 18 inches. We tried to get alongside, didn't we? So we go to the shops, but we couldn't get alongside. So we sacked that and just headed off to the water point at Ellesmere Port. And then you spoke to the lady, didn't you? And then she says, "Oh, we're not opening it today. There's not enough water down there." So, deep joy. Like I said before, though, they put the boat on the Llangollen because of the stoppages, which is fair enough. It's expected. But then we thought, okay, we want to go to Leeds Liverpool. Bridgewater closed. Then we thought, okay, we'll go Mac. Gets down onto the Mac, actually gets onto the Mac, and then that breaches and closed. So we then go to Ellesmere Port because it's there, and now that's closed. We've got a new bloke in charge of the CRT. With a bit of luck, he might get his finger out. Start taking some action.
Oh dear, but never mind. It's a bit noisy here, but we're here. We've got good signal for the football this afternoon.
Yeah.
Which was the most important thing, wasn't it?
To me.
Yeah. So we're going to leave it here, and we're just going to have a bit of lunch. It's a bit late now, and we'll catch you the next time we're cruising.
We are here because Mum and Dad are coming tomorrow for a visit, which would be nice. And then allegedly Wednesday and Thursday Aintree are coming to fit us new kitchen countertops. I've sent them an email telling them where we are. It's just a case of sitting waiting for the email telling us they're not coming. Really. Oh, I have a question for you. We've passed some moorings today which have said 48 hours only, and we've also passed some that said 2 days only. What's the difference between 48-hour moorings and 2-day moorings? Answers on a postcard, please.
Ooh. That's teeth. It's just lovely and warm. It's warm. It's a really nice warm wind. But dear me, we might as well be at sea. So this is Taylor's Boatyard over here. So you've got this little basin here that you can't get anymore. It's just decorative. But we're being blown about like a good one. Good Lord. It's been like this all day. Windy. We're bobbing up and down. Oh. It's quite nice here because where we are, there's a 2-week mooring, so we can stay there for 2 weeks. Over here, which is a basin, on the left hand side here, that's 14 days, but on the over there, that's just 2 days, although there has been some that have overstayed. And then through the tunnel up there is the North Gate Locks. I don't know whether you'll be able to hear me, it is so windy. Oh, this is meant to stop about 8 o'clock. Hope it does. Had enough.
Addleshaw Tower is the freestanding bell tower of Chester Cathedral. It was designed by George Pace and built to house the cathedral bells. It was the first freestanding bell tower to be built by an English cathedral since the 15th century and was formally opened in 1975.
So that's Little Rudy car park. Motorhomes are permitted to stay, or they used to be. But certainly if you're coming to Chester, definitely worth a stop rather than pay campsite prices. We've had a lovely walk, probably taken about an hour.
We took the opportunity to walk into the city centre for some night photography. The rear lights of a car show us red lines on an image because Duncan used a long exposure when taking the photograph. Street photography has always fascinated Duncan, and trying to be unobtrusive is quite difficult, but I think he managed it. The Roman gardens in Chester are quite interesting, as they were only created in 1949. It showcases a collection of carved building fragments from the Roman legendary fortress of Deva. During the English Civil War, the city walls were breached by parliamentarian forces in 1645. You can still see the damage the cannon caused, and this visual aid is very, very clever. The originals were the black tiles, and the grey tiles the artist's replica, especially on this one up here.
So the right hand side is original, the left hand side is
Pretty much, yeah. All the grey tiles are what they think.
Are you taking a photograph or are you doing a video?
Video.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
Yeah. Hi, lady.
Thank you very much for watching this with us. If you have enjoyed the video, please consider giving it a thumbs up and pressing the like button. See you next week.